Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this edition of Yorkville Sports. You're in the nest, the Eagles' nest, and I'm your host, Joe Patrick. I know it sounds like I'm a little under the weather. Actually, I guess I'm getting over it right now. And we were hoping to bring you an interview with Clark Wright, maybe even Nick Hazenberg and Brad Shaw yesterday, but we were not here in the studio filming. They wanted, those are the two teams, or two of our 11 teams that have good playoff potential. And, you know, they have the opportunity to possibly even get a chip, you know, bring home a championship. We're going to talk a little bit more about that and give you the scores from a week ago when we return to the Eagles' Nest.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm Bobby Beanball, and I'm here to show all y'all about catching 101. First of all, you gotta have all the gear. See, I got my shin guards, I'm chest protected, and I got my helmet. And you boys better watch out because those balls coming hard on the helmet. So then you get down in your stance, you gotta get down. You gotta get down in your stance like this. And when the ball comes, remember, you gotta use all your gear so you don't get hurt. And watch out for your cojones, because that's what I'm talking about. So you get your glove up, and now the ball gets thrown to you. And you gotta go like this. And come on, throw that ball in there. You gotta go like that. And you throw the ball over here. And then you gotta remember to catch it like this. And it's good there. And you catch it like that. And you gotta remember, and you're doing it, and the balls are coming, and you just do it. I'm just catching the ball. And you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. Well, we're going to give you a rundown of the scores, at least the scores that we do have. Again, we don't have scores from all of our teams. All the teams were in action last week, but we don't have all the scores. I just want to say a little something about this week. This is nasty weather that we're having, and I don't think any of our boys are going to be out there playing today. It's a shame because the season is coming to an end. And, you know, we want to end on the field, not at home, you know, watching TV. So hopefully next week, you know, something will, the weather will be better and the boys will be able to get it in. All right, so we don't have any scores on both the 8U teams. I'm going to assume, though, that the boys played well last week. I believe I did hear some rumblings of both the teams winning all their games, or maybe somebody split one and lost one, and the other 8U team, whichever one that may be, won both of theirs. So hopefully we'll get an update. I'm sorry that we don't have the 8U scores. We don't have the 9U South scores, but I do know, and speaking to Clark Wright briefly that they did win both of their games. It just so happens that they took over first place 2 weeks ago, and which lines them up perfectly for the playoffs, which were due to start next week. I believe. I believe this was the final week of regular play, and next week we were going to get into some field play. But we'll have to see. Hopefully the guys will be able to get everything in. And, they look like they're in line to win a championship. So good luck to Clark and Nick and the rest of the team there. The 9U North team, however, they did win both of their games as well. This team has played exponentially better since the beginning of the season, and we just want to congratulate everyone on the team, including the two coaches, all the parent liaison, and everybody there for doing such a wonderful job with the boys. I know how much they like to play the game. They won their first game 10-3. And they won their second game 7-5. And the team in the second game, the team was down 5-1 going into the fifth inning, where they scored 6 runs. That's getting back, boys. They scored 6 runs, and we say Cordero, Mr. Cordero, young Mr. Cordero, hit a 2-bagger that scored 3 runs. We had bases were loaded. He hit a 2-bagger. Got a big double that scored 3 runs in that inning to tie the game, and then they went on to win. Mr. Cordero also pitched well in the first game too, so that was the game that they won 10-3. But Mr. Brewman, young little Mr. Brewman, he closed the game out by striking out the side in the second game, and also little Matt Diamond. Hit a line drive single that scored a run also in the game. So again, that was our 9U North team, and now we're going to go over to our 10U North. We don't have anything from our 10U South, but we do have some information. That's the guys in the gym. They're doing their thing. Our 10U North team split last week. They won the first game 22-2. Wow, 22-2. Do you remember Room 222? Was that a series? I think it was a series. For those of you who do remember, maybe you don't go back that far. But they won 22-2, and then they lost a nail biter 16-14. Jagger Ennis, another one of our boys, has finally joined the hit parade, the home run derby, the home run wall. He made it up there. Jagger Ennis hit his first home run. A bona fide home run over the wall. They said it was a clean shot. It went so deep that guys were looking up and wondering when it was even going to come down. I don't think the ball ever came down, or maybe Jagger hasn't come down from that high of hitting his first home run. Nick Angelino got the win in Game 1, and we had good hitting by the team overall. And again, we talked about young Nick Angelino last week. He is I'm going to say one of the de facto captains on the team, and he's a great kid. And, we're happy for all the boys. We're happy to see that he's still throwing the ball well. We want to move over to our 11U team. As I said, we don't have anything for the 10U South team. I'm not quite sure what they did. Hopefully we'll have something to say, not next week because there are no games today, but the following week, hopefully in the playoff series, we'll find something good to say about all of the boys. Our 11U game, they kind of split. It wasn't really a split because they won the first game and they tied the second. In the first game, they won 10-6, a 10-6 win, and in the second game, they tied 7-7. I don't know if they ran out of time they only play 6 innings, so I don't know if they ran out of time or it was just the end of the game. So anyway, we had Wes Board had a good inning in relief, and in Game 1, Josh Spector pitched 3 innings of relief in that game. So anyway, that's our 11U North. And let's get over to our 12U team. Again, the 12Us, that's Brad Shaw's team. The 12Us are in line to win a championship also. I do want to stand corrected, though. I made a mistake last week. Justin, and call him Justin Morrow. His name is Justin Chamorro. I apologize to both Justin and his dad, who I do see every week, for getting the name wrong. But, sometimes tongue twister. I was so happy to be talking about their successes that, I missed a syllable. I missed a ch. Instead of giving him the tomorrow, I gave him the morrow, or just the morrow, or whatever. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? No harm, no foul. We stand corrected here. So our 12U team won both their games. It was a 10-0 game in the first one. The first game was 10-0, and it was a mercy game. There goes that word again. Our 12U team mercies people all the time. I keep saying there's a hospital in Long Island. It's called Mercy Hospital. We're going to start sending teams there first. We don't even have to come play the game. We're going to send you to Mercy Hospital first because that's what our 12U team is doing to people. I mean, they're seriously putting the smackdown on guys, And I have to say, they played with 8 players because they were missing 2 of their players. I think not Brad, Matt Shaw, and one other player was not there. And I do have to say we added another player to the home run wall for that 12U team. Patrick Carey, congratulations. He hit a bomb. It wasn't even a bomb, it was a big bomb. Over the fence. That's Patrick Carey. He has my name, Patrick. Like that. You got to like that name too. And then we have Chris Ling. Chris Ling did it again. Like I said, this guy he's Bruce Lee strong. He's got that inner strength, strength, no muscles on the outside. He's got big muscles on the inside. This guy he's just delivered the goods this year. I watched young Chris grow up, at least for the last 2 years. He was the tiniest guy on the team. Big heart, always stays in it. Pays attention in practice, and, big results on the field. So, Chris, congratulations to you again. This puts the team in the playoff hunt. It puts them in line for a playoffs, and all they needed to do was win. They had 2 more games, play 2. Well, in the playoff series, they play about 3 games. But if they win their first 2 games, that would put them in line to play that 1 game for the championship. That would have been today. So I don't know how the playoff picture is going to shake down. So hopefully we'll get some information from somebody from the team. Maybe Kenny will send us in some information and tell us how that's going to shake down for the boys, because we're hoping that we get good news from them and that they brought home the championship. So we congratulate them again, and we don't have a 12U South team, so we're going to go over to the 13U North. We don't have information from 13U South, and the 14U team, we don't have that information. But the boys did lose both of their games, 5-3. Good showing. They just play defense. From what I understand, we need to tighten up our defense a little bit, perhaps. Maybe we'll get right in the spring. And they lost the second game 8-3. So both of those were losses. But I have to say that Arthur Long he's played phenomenal ball all year long. He went 7 for 8 in the doubleheader. So Arthur Long is getting it all done. Jack Ball, we want to add Jack Ball here to the report. Jack Ball had 2 hits, and for his first, he got his first hit of the game. So Jack Ball, we congratulate you too. Again, I want to just apologize for my raspiness in my voice. I have not been feeling a little bit under the weather, but hopefully we're over that right now, so we won't have to talk about that anymore. But that's it for the report for this week. We, again, hopefully we'll bring you some more scores next week and have more to talk about. And other than that, we'll see you around. More from the Eagles Nest next week. Okay.